just a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll get this off to Swift. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. An injury timeout here, as I believe. Yeah, that's DeAndre Swift. Swift is still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, Callaway, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right, took it straight into the backfield, and made the tackle for a loss.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run on 1st down. Vick, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. A
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a give, right side. Vick, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 27, Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's McDaniel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Second and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raven first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Callaway. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Prescott on first down. Buying time to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Caught by Nelson left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down. Callaway, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Prescott to throw on 4th. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's McDaniel. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going for it all.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
In the final seconds of the first half, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off multiple.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some room to roam now. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's second and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
46-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
He's got the 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDaniel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson being chased out, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going up top.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On second down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Jackson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 28, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Prescott now. And his pass incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Prescott. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Anderson's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll throw again. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Dobbins.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give right side. Callaway. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Callaway. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Vegas. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, Namath. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play fake, now Namath.
Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Namath.
And that's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Namath now from the gun.
Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Namath to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now Namath to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry running right. Room here to run. Pushing his way through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Namath.
Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Here's Namath sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Raider first down.
Now a handoff to Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Crosby on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with no score.
On 2nd and 12, Namath. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
At the 26. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Raven first down.
Namath to throw on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun is Namath. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
John Lynch, Hall of Famer of the class of 2021, there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Namath. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd and 5. To throw is Namath.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Namath. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Throwing is Namath. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And all the way down to the 35.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Namath flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Namath. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play fake, now Namath. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
Namath going to run the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Derrick Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Namath going to run a sneak.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Namath going to run a sneak.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And the Raiders have got him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To try again after the sack. Namath under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the play fake, it's Namath. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To throw on first down is Namath. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Namath now from the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Namath to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Namath. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now Namath to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on second down. Namath. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Namath.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
From the gun, it's Namath.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Taylor. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Taylor, big hole up the middle, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Namath.
And it's caught.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Namath. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, Namath. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Namath. They'll roll him out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jared Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing is Namath. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Namath. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
To throw is Namath. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 6 yards left on second down. Namath to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Namath. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll buy some time, try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Rolling to his right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Michael Vick. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Vick, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On 1st and 10 now, Namath. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go, baby.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Namath now from the gun. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Namath to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Namath. The quick slant caught. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Taylor will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
To throw on first down is Namath.
Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And they work this well upfield across the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Namath on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, Namath.
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Prater's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 27, Namath. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now Namath. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 54 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next score, Ravens 7, Washington 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Namath going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Namath keeping it himself from a yard out. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll make it second down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Here's Namath. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Namath to throw on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Namath. It's caught by Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Namath. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. is Namath. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Namath. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Namath. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Namath to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9, Namath. Caught right side, Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Namath. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Namath.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To throw again on 2nd down. Namath. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Namath
escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and
3. Namath.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, Peterson bulldozes past him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it